Hello everyone, Hachadino over here, and today we are going to talk about gearing in general in Season 3. But first of all, do remember that we have a very cool sheet where I have a lot of information about Sublety, all the rotations, things, and with links to the good videos that you may want to check. As you know, YouTube kind of searching is not that good. So let's go into the general gearing. Fu also did a very cool infographic about it. I'm going to show it in a minute, but first, let me tell you, I did do a video about embellishments, and as you might expect, unless you kind of want to save for the long haul and maybe drop the mythic dagger from the second boss, you know, have Mana Fortune Mega, Lunthar, and Mythic, it drops the dagger. It has good stats, same as the Rix, and he also drops Antenna. So if you are 100% sure to play on the long game, you can get this dagger and then you upgrade it. But now that the gilded crafts only cost 60, it's very good to craft the dagger because remember that it's going to be a 720 dagger that also has the embellishment. If you craft a normal slot, like for example, you would craft a neck or rings or wrist, it's going to have less power and maybe you don't drop the dagger, or if you want to wait until the first bout, we are going to have less power first week, and first week is arguably quite important because you are going to get your tier set, you're going to get all of the splits and things if you are doing those, and of course leave it to your RL. I do recommend to craft the weapon with lens or ascendance and then use a patch. You also flex between sub and assassination. And let's go into the other gearing things. And who did a very good infographic. It's on the Rogue Discord. There's a command that is exclamation gear, and we have a lot of the items that are very good here, and there are two very good ones from Delves. This is the one that got nerfed by 60% and it's still kind of decent. It gives mastery. This just does some damage and does things. The PvP trinket and the forge trinket we are going to talk about in a different video, but just let me tell you, Sublety can use two unused trinkets effectively, depending on how the bosses change things. With Prism mainly, that is your kind of linchpin for a while. Otherwise, you can use the PvP trinket, Lily, and Prism. You really want Prism mainly because it's the one that enables the double trinketing, but Forge and PvP trinket also work. Lily does not work with Forge, but it does work with the PvP trinket. Not hugely well, like as the others. And of course, the one that I would recommend is the Cosmic one from the Soul Hunters. This one, it's not bad in single target and it's not as contested as likely the Forge and the Antenna, where a lot of people are going to want those, and it's very likely that you don't get it. This way it is. As a melee, there are also other specs that do want these trinkets, and even Prism is contested by Frost Decays, so maybe you don't get it first, but if you get it, it's going to be a huge upgrade. For the tier set, try to get the 4 set as soon as possible, and the slot that we won't use is the shoulder one, so if you can get the other ones, try to get the 4 set from that place. If not, do remember that you can do looking for raid, normal, and heroic, and there are also curious from the bosses that are normal and heroic that you can get those. There's also the catalyst that you get at the beginning, and also another catalyst, kind of, let's say, that you get when you get 2k rating IO ahead of the curve, mean getting Dimensius on heroic, or 1600 on the PvP rating. Now, of course, the PvP trinket it's gotten by doing conquest. I did do a video last season that is very easy to get it. And now let's go into dungeon gear. Dungeon gear is what you will be kind of getting maybe before raid or after doing the raid. And as expected, You do want to get a weapon if you are not going to craft one. Mainly, the weapon from Dawnbreaker is good because it has mastery and versatility. Same thing with the ring from Dawnbreaker also, and the ring from Priory. Both of these give mastery and versatility, but remember that anything but haste is kind of decent, so even the neck from Priory, even if it doesn't have mastery, it's still good. Now the neck from Floodgate also has mastery and versatility, and it's very good. And the trinket, of course, from Floodgate, it's still decent even after the nerf. It's not BIS, but you will play it and it will be fine. The Lily and the PvP trinket are kind of the, let's say, welfare on use that you can get. Lily, you can farm it, and PvP trinket you can get very easily. Lily at max without using gilded on hero, and it's a 704. You are only going to be using rune trusts. It's kind of same-ish with the PP trinket, just it has a little bit or a little less. The PP trinket you can use more often, but you will be using it with your cooldowns anyway, so they are basically the same. Now for all the other filler gear, just try to get anything that doesn't have crit. That doesn't have haste, and it should be fine. Do sim if you get belts, because the belt from last season, the one that you can get, the durable information securing container, it's still very good, and it does come with a socket. So if you sim it, it's very likely that it's good up to heroic eye level. It's also very decent because you don't have to waste any crests on granite, and it has strong baseline. Do remember though that you need to use them critical overload. Remember, you can always right click it, and it's this one, critical chain, the one that you want to use in all content right now, at least. As for other gearing that you might want to check, is some random trinkets are kind of decent anyway, like the Fang from Ecodome does quite a bit of damage. The crystal from Dawnbreaker, even if it's not in the good, let's say, it's very decent for Mythic Plus. Same with the Harvester Edict. If you are a psycho and like to get the balls there. And all of the other raid loot, of course, it has a good eye level. And if it has crit and versatility or mastery, you want those. Of course, to not use crest as much as possible. And that will be mainly anything that you wanted for here. There's also some way to get from those items that also have decent stats. So do be aware of those and try to sim the upgrades if possible. If you want to check this, it's always in the Rock Discord in the Sublety channel with the exclamation mark here. Have a nice day, and I'll see you on the next video. Of course, all praise to Fu for the infographic team.